Quickly going through 6 actions from this class. Number 1, you cannot do bad to do good. Even with non-Muslims, Islam asks us to be just. So, as we discussed, we cannot be Robin Hoods that, okay, we do bad, we steal, and then we give it to the poor. There's no concept of that in Islam. We have to always be good, even if our intentions are good. We cannot employ bad means, or we cannot do something wrong to help someone or to do a noble thing. And this has to be with non-Muslims or Muslims. We have to be the same. We cannot say, ah, they are non-Muslims, I can hurt them, and I don't care about whatever. No, Islam tells us to be just to everyone, and this is the basis of Islam, and this was the basis why Islam was spread across the world, that the system of justice had to be established. Point number 2, pray and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, because He is the only one who gives bounty, fadl, in this world and hereafter. He gives it to whom He wishes. So we should really pray and rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all our needs, for bounty in this world and hereafter. And bounty means everything: risk, knowledge, anything that can benefit us in this world as well as hereafter. Lesson number 3, we should invite non-believers to Islam without force if we really care about them. We saw the example of house on fire, burning on fire. Don't ask them, you're Muslim, non-Muslim, otherwise I won't help you, right? You just go and help them. Similarly, when we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly said that people who do not believe in Islam, they will not have anything in Akhirah or hereafter, and they will be punished because not being Muslims. So we should try our best in a nice way, in an inviting way. We should try to share the message of Islam with non-believers, so that they can also benefit from it in this world and in the hereafter, inshallah. Take easier route, be a believer and follow the right path. And then I think this is a repeat, the sentence in yellow. However, the point here is that we have to take the easier route. We have to be a believer and we have to follow the right path, because if we die as non-believers, then even we saw the example that earth full of gold, or gold worth the weight of the earth, which was 5.9 septillion kgs, and then you multiply it by the $57,000 per kg price of gold, and when you multiply these two, you get a big numbers. The point was, unimaginable amount of wealth will not even save us on the day of judgment if we die as non-believers. So it is not even an option for us. Lesson number 5, don't do anything for wealth, earn halal way, because even we knew that that unlimited amount of wealth equal to the weight of the gold, equal to the weight of the earth, will not be able to benefit us. So we might as well follow the right way. This was the second lesson that we took out from that ayah, that we should earn halal way, the right way. We can earn more, so we can have a nice car, we can have a nice house, we can have a nice family, but it should be the right way, and we should work to sustain, not to hoard, not to just amass wealth. And related to this, as we are earning the right way, we should also spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because this is the means to attain goodness in this world and in the hereafter and in afterlife. So we should continue to spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. From the things that we love, we should give out. So that's it, today's lecture.